I mentioned that I'm going to keep the channel demonetized, unmonetized. I'm not going to monetize it, as I think that takes away from some of the genuineness of this. I'm not selling you anything. All I'm doing is just showing you what this 64-year-old guy does. And I'm not saying you should do what I do. I'm just offering up what I do as a guide to what can be done. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Well, it appears that this year, 2023, is quickly drawing to a close. As I record this, it's December 29th, 2023. So in a few days, we're going to be well into 2024. And as such, I just wanted to take a moment to check in and kind of review this last year for me and maybe go over a couple of goals I'm setting for myself for 2024. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know that last year this time wasn't the best year for me, or the best time of year. I had a December 15th of 2022, I was stricken with vestibular neuritis, which is an inflammation of the nerve between the ear and the brain, and my balance was gone. I mean, I was down. I couldn't walk at all for like 4 weeks, and it's taken a long time. I didn't work out in January, February, well, December 15th, the rest of the 2022, January and February this year, and slowly jumped back into it. And thank goodness I'm back to normal, or 95%, I'd say. My balance is still a little askew, but feeling good. I see that only in a couple of areas, and mostly in the gym doing squats, which I'll touch on in a moment. But yeah, I feel good, and back to where I was, and it's I wouldn't wish that on anyone, you know, but we all go through things like that. Things happen to us, injuries, illness, events, and it's good to be reminded of things you appreciate doing, and this is one of them. So, you know, if I'd had my choice, I wouldn't have gone through that earlier this year, but I'm glad I did, because here I am, and I learned some things from it. I have a better appreciation for being able to do this. Now, speaking of this year and having it start off so poorly and progress to a great state, I did reintroduce, this is part of my review of this year for me, I did reintroduce my strength movements, or two of them, my squat and deadlift, and I have several videos, most recently, that show some of my deadlift and squat progressions, and I'll link those down in the description. If you haven't seen those, check those out. But I do have some goals there. Next year, I want to set a goal for a legit 350-pound squat, powerlifting, legit squat, hips below knees squat, and a 450-pound legit deadlift. Those are doable for me in 2024. I also want to reintroduce bench presses back into my strength movements, the good old 3 powerlifting movements. And I did reintroduce bench presses, I don't know, gosh, maybe a year and a half ago. I can't remember. Maybe 2 years. And promptly tore a pec muscle, which is healed. I have a little divot here, but by and large it's healed. That was a lesson learned there. I jumped into that bench press adventure a little too heavy, too hard, too fast. Lesson learned. And the reason I bring that bench press up in particular is when I was powerlifting back in the day, competitive powerlifting, my younger days, bench press was always my elite movement. My bench press was always the best at my weight class. And my weight class was generally 181 pounds. And sometimes it was 198, depending on, you know, how much I wanted to cut weight, or if I wanted to at all. But my bench press was always in the high 300s. And I don't think I'll get back. No, I know I won't get back there. So my goal this year is to get back to a 300-pound bench press. And I think that's the most audacious goal I have. The 350 squat, 450 deadlift, doable. 300-pound bench press. I'm certain I've got it in me, but that's the that's the biggest reach for me as far as goals go. And of course, you know, throughout the year, just want to remain fit, keep the body fat off as much as possible, eat cleanly, just be healthy. Continue with my cardiovascular work is, which is basically walking and some interval treadmill walking, which I find fabulous. I also have a video about that. I'll link down in the description. Interval walking, and I do that on a treadmill, which sounds horrible, but it's not. It's doable. So 2024, those are my 3 goals, and I have those goals. Well, there's 3 strength goals plus the just general fitness and cardiovascular fitness. Just stay on that track. I like to set goals like that just to have you know, a little carrot on the stick kind of thing, just to keep me motivated. And want to get touch on something before I forget it too here. As far as this channel goes, and when I came back from my little hiatus, I took about a year hiatus from YouTube. When I came back, I mentioned that I'm going to do this at my own pace and not get so caught up in having to get X number of videos out in X number of days, and you know, not worry about views and subscribers and watch hours and all that stuff. Because all that stuff will come in time. And I mentioned that I'm going to keep the channel demonetized, unmonetized. I'm not going to monetize it, as I think that takes away from some of the genuineness of this. I'm not selling you anything. All I'm doing is just showing you what this 64-year-old guy does. And I'm not saying you should do what I do. I'm just offering up what I do as a guide to what can be done. You know, fitness is a big, broad term. Certainly lifting weights is not what some people consider fitness. I think strength and keeping muscle mass on your body as you age is very vital and a part of any valid fitness plan. But again, like I say, I'm not here to advise anyone to do what I'm doing. I'm just here to share, that's all. And I would like to, along the way, help motivate and inspire any of you out there that want to start a fitness program or restart a fitness program or just re-energize your fitness, strength, all of that stuff. Particularly those of you out there that are in my age group, 50, 60, 70 years old. It's doable. Then it's not too late. You're not too old. You're not going to get hurt. If you do it safely, this is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Just check out my friend Howard, who I've been working out with recently. And again, I'll link some Howard videos down in the description as well. He's 70 years old, and he's squatting and deadlifting, and he's digging it. He's loving this. He's loving this journey. So it's a bit of a ramble there. I always tend to ramble. I don't ever write a script, as you can probably tell. But I just wanted to stop in, say hi, and I'm going to get back into this hot and heavy, as I said, in a few days, January 2024, and continue with my journey. Squat, deadlift, bench press, general fitness, Howard's journey, and share that with you folks out there, and hopefully inspire and motivate, even if it's just one of you. That'd be great. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up with that. It's already gone 8.5 minutes. I don't know how I do that. I can't do anything short. But that's it. I do want to say thank you all so very much for being with me and hanging with me through all this. And if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping in. As always, hit that like button. That's always good. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. Love to have you here. Whether this is monetized or not, I'd like the channel to grow. I want to make this a very big, inclusive, safe area. So subscribe. Come join us. And I guess that's it for now. And with that, I'll say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.